वास्ते जान भी दूं, मैं गवाह माँ भी दूं, किस्मतों का लिखा मोड़ दूं। बदले में मैं तेरे जो खुदा खुद भी दे, जन्नते सच कहूँ छोड़ दूं।
तुमसे ज्यादा मैं ना जानूं, तुमसे खुद को मैं पहचानूं, तुमको बस मैं अपना मानूं माहिया। तुमसे ज्यादा मैं ना जानूं, तुमसे खुद को मैं पहचानूं, तुमको बस मैं अपना मानूं माहिया। वास्ते जा भी दूं, मैं गवाह माँ भी दूं, किस्मतों का लिखा मोड़ दूं। नहीं है बाकी दिल में, कदम उठाऊं जहाँ भी जाऊं तुझी से जाऊं मिल मैं। तेरे अलावा कोई भी ख्वाहिश नहीं है बाकी दिल में, कदम उठाऊं जहाँ भी जाऊं तुझी से जाऊं मिल मैं।
तेरे लिए मेरा सफर, तेरे बिना मैं जाऊं किधर।
तुमसे ज्यादा मैं ना जानूं, तुमसे खुद को मैं पहचानूं, तुमको बस मैं अपना मानूं माहिया। वास्ते जा भी दूं, मैं गवाह माँ भी दूं, किस्मतों का लिखा मोड़ दूं।
बदले में मैं तेरे जो खुदा खुद भी दे, जन्नते सच कहूँ छोड़ दूं।
तू ही है सवेरा मेरा, तू ही किनारा मेरा, तू ही है दरिया मेरा, खुदा का जरिया मेरा, तुझी से होता शुरू ये मेरा कारवां।
सर पैर की बातें कर रहा हूँ, घर होकर भी बेघर फिर रहा हूँ। बेसर पैर की बातें कर रहा हूँ, घर होकर भी बेघर फिर रहा हूँ।
तारे गिन गिन दिन को रात को दिन कर रही हूँ।
तू पूछ नहीं हाल फकीराना, तू पूछ नहीं हाल फकीराना। मिलिया जे माही मेरा मैनू मिलिया, मैं शुक्र मनावा तकदीराना।
तू पूछ नहीं हाल फकीराना, तू पूछ नहीं हाल फकीराना।
आँखों के पन्नों पे मैंने लिखा था 100 दफा, लफ्जों में जो इश्क था हुआ ना होठों से बयान। खुद से नाराज हूँ, क्यों बेआवाज हूँ, मेरी खामोशियाँ है सजा। दिल है ये सोचता फिर भी नहीं पता, किस हक से कहूँ बता कि मैं हूँ हीरो तेरा, कि मैं हूँ हीरो तेरा, कि मैं हूँ हीरो तेरा, कि मैं हूँ हीरो तेरा।
Ladies and gentlemen, we're ready to get started with introductions of your VIPs this evening. So please direct your attention to the entrance doors. And please help me welcome for our first entrance. Please welcome Shreya's grandparents, Jyotiram and Meena Ben. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Neil's grandfather, Keshav Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Shreya's parents, Babubai and Madhuben. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Neil's parents, Rajubai and Vershaben. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Shreya's brother. Let's make some noise for Dhruv. Please welcome Neil's sister and brother-in-law. Let's make some noise for Heenal and Jay. Next up, please welcome Shreya's sister and brother-in-law, Ripple and Rohan. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your bridesmaids. the groomsmen.
Too sexy for the trap, too sexy for that jack, too sexy for that jack. Yeah, yeah. Okay, alright, that's fine. Okay, I feel like too sexy to accept the push. And I'm way too sexy to go on to take it. And she poppin' Tesla, now she gonna let you. Okay, alright, that's fine. Okay, think we got too sexy for that mental hospital. Diamond popped out, I'ma swallow $50,000. Section need more tension, yeah, I like it crowded. Whoa, yeah, I like it crowded. Oh, you like the boy? Well, tell me what you like about him. You a taco, never die.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, please rise from your seats for the next entrance. It's my pleasure to introduce for the first time tonight, as husband and wife, please make some noise for Mr. and Mrs. Neil and Shreya Patel! One more time, make some noise for your newlyweds!
तुझको बनाने में कर दी है हुस्न की खाली तिजोरियां काजल की सियाही से लिखी है तूने जाने कितनों की लव स्टोरियां केसरिया तेरा इश्क है पिया रंग जाऊं जो मैं हाथ लगाऊं दिन बीते सारा तेरी फिक्र में रैन सारी तेरी खैर मनाऊं केसरिया तेरा इश्क है पिया रंग जाऊं जो मैं हाथ लगाऊं.
So much. Neil and Shreya, the floor is all yours for your first dance as husband and wife.
Stayed up at the sun. Thought of all of the people, places, and things I've loved. I stayed up just to see that all of the faces, you were the one next to me. You can feel the lines start to tremble. Washing what you know out to sea it. You can see your life out the window tonight. If I lose myself tonight, it'll be by your side. I lose myself tonight. If I lose myself tonight, it'll be you and I. Lose myself
One more time, ladies and gentlemen, let's make some noise for Neil and Shreya! Thank you so much. At this time, I'd like to invite Neil's friends to the floor for a speech. Please help me give a warm welcome to Meenal and Waylon.
For those of you that don't know me, I'm Meenal. I could have been the best man, but I think I made Neil cry one too many times. But Neil and I go way back. It all started about 31 years ago when I came into this world, and the first thing I saw was this little guy with some ugly glasses saying, "Hi." This may be the first time I'm admitting out loud, but Neil and I are brothers. We did everything together, thick and thin. We spent all of our time together, somehow didn't get annoyed of each other, except for when he used to beg me, Mona, and Hino to go to the movie theater and make us watch 3 movies back to back, just to find out he had already seen them earlier that week.
Unfortunately, I experienced the same issue having wet socks living with Neil in college. For those who don't know me, my name is Waylon. I'm the Chinese guy that has one too many Indian friends because of Neil. Or maybe Neil just invited me because he wanted to add some diversity to the party. We met freshman year throwing a football around, and he convinced me he was a football star, sponsored by Under Armour. Later that day, we went back to Neil's dorm room, and we were YouTubing how to make a sandwich. This was when I first met Mino, as he had barged in on us.
Whoa. First of all, I wouldn't say I barged in, since that's where I literally lived. Second, I don't remember the story like that, Waylon. I was coming home from work and walked into our dorm just to see Neil frantically jump out of his room and close the door behind him. I had zero reaction as always, giving him a blank stare. But then the door opened behind him, lo and behold, Waylon standing there. Trust me, the possibility of ideas going through my head were endless, and I figured I guess they might be experimenting. It is college after all. But sandwiches, Waylon? If I remember correctly, it smelled like a skunk. I guess it must have been a real leafy sandwich.
Mino clearly didn't really like the idea of our sandwiches, so he flushed them down the toilet. From there, it was the start of a lifelong friendship where we all became good friends and even decided to room together the following year. There are many things I witnessed living with Neil, but I'll only touch on a couple stories. He showed me that it was possible to wake up at 2 p.m. on the regular. Oftentimes, I'd hear his phone go off in the middle of the day while he's asleep, and it would go something like this. Yeah, mommy, gaini, man, library mache. So Shreya, one thing, Neil wasn't always the good chef he is today. I once caught him microwaving a metal can of soup in college. Remember, Neil didn't drink until later in college, so yes, he did this sober.
If anyone knows Neil, he loves extravagant events. I mean, he had a month-long going-away party in Chicago when he decided to leave. The funny part is he never actually left. It could be a coincidence, but this was around the same time he met Shreya. I could be wrong, but I think she single-handedly got him to stay.
All jokes aside, Neil, the only reason why we can poke fun is because seeing you flourish into the successful man you are today is something that we're all proud of.
If you guys know Neil, he's one of the most caring people and is always there for you when you need him the most. Shreya, I'm sure you know by now, the same Neil we know, that he's just a soft little teeny-weeny teddy bear in that Gucci suit. I'm literally so happy for the both of you. I know that Neil will always take care of you, Shreya, the same way that he takes care of everyone. I know the bridesmaids are going to come up here next and probably going to be like, my Shreya, but what about my Neil? Damn, I lost myself. Anyway, Shreya, take care of Neil too. In fact, I was with both Shreya and Neil one of the first few times they hung out, and watching the both of them that night at Clutch, I knew that she was the one for Neil, and it was truly love at first sight.
Neil, Shreya, we're so happy for you. Wishing you both a lifetime of happiness, full of laughter, full of love, and hopefully less tears, Neil. If everyone could join me, raise their glasses. I'd like to make a toast. To Neil and Shreya. Cheers.
Thank you so much. At this time, I'd like to invite Shreya's friends. Please welcome Priya, Rimi, and Sejal to the floor.
Hi everyone. For those of you that don't know me, I'm Shreya's maid of honor. Believe it or not, Shreya and I did not become best friends the second we met, let alone friends. Our first interaction was when she called me to book an eyebrow appointment, thinking I was some Priya auntie. Fast forward a few years, when I joined these girls at U of I is when I really got to know Shreya. She was funny and entertaining, to say the least. Apart from her wild nights out, she was always there for me. She helped me through syllabus week, showed me around the quad, and even came to the freshman dining hall with me. Our friendship continued to grow after college, from the 6 a.m. phone calls to our Sunday fun days to making TikToks. I couldn't have asked for a better partner in crime. I can tell how happy Neil makes Shreya, and I couldn't be happier to celebrate my best friend today. So, to Neil and Shreya, congratulations on your beautiful wedding weekend. I wish you both a lifetime of love, laughter, and happiness. Good evening, everyone. My name is Rimi, and I'm one of Shreya's best friends from college. Shreya, where do I begin? We became friends from the moment we met on the first day of college. I still remember moving in and walking into your dorm room and knew that we would be friends. We instantly bonded and had many meals together at Par, movie nights, and lots of partying. We've had so many adventures together, but my favorite is our second semester senior year when we went out for 30 days straight, which included celebrating unofficial at U of I, St. Patty's Day in the city, and Mardi Gras in St. Louis. You're always a blast to be around. We were young, wild, and free, and I couldn't have asked for a better person to share my college years with. Aside from the fun times, you have always been there for me when I needed. Even when my car got towed and I had to go pick it up, you came all the way to pick me up and then drove another hour in rush hour traffic there and back on your birthday. You're one of the most important people in my life, and I love you so much. Neil, you're the perfect partner for Shreya. I can see how happy you both make each other, and I can't wait for you both to start this new chapter in your life. Congratulations.
Shreyu, Shreyola, and my favorite, Sia. Can't believe the day is finally here, the day we talked about as kids. For those that don't know me, I'm Sejal, Shreya's best friend for 20 years now. That's crazy to think about. I started 7th grade not knowing I would meet someone that would be by my side through the rest of my life. We got through high school together as we met in between classes by the Patel lockers, although they were short meetings because Shreya had a fear of being last to class, so she would always make me go so early. It's also where I learned Shreya is secretly a singer and particularly lights up when the start of something new from High School Musical comes on. Then we went to U of I together, where we were roommates. Shreya, now being a very well-respected doctor, you would assume she just sat in her room and studied all day and night. But let me tell you, she was the wildest out of all of us. Pure entertainment. But for those stories, you guys will have to find me later. Years have gone by since college, and our friendship stayed strong, even though life drastically changed. And along came Neil, and they clicked instantly. Neil, I still remember when she first told me about you. Knowing Shreya for so many years, I can confidently say I've never seen her happier than when she's with you. We are all so excited to finally have you join our little family. It makes us complete. Shreya, your friendship means the world to me, and I can't wait to build even more memories together. I love you so much. Congratulations to you both.
Thank you so much. At this time, I'd like to invite Shreya and her father on the floor for the father-daughter dance.
उंगली पकड़ के तूने चलना सिखाया था ना, दहलीज ऊंची है ये पार करा दे। बाबा मैं तेरी मलिका, टुकड़ा हूँ तेरे दिल का, एक बार फिर से दहलीज पार करा दे। मुड़ के ना देखो दिल भरो,
much. At this time, I'd like to invite Neil and his mother to the floor for the mother son dance.
मैं कभी बतलाता नहीं, पर अंधेरे से डरता हूँ मैं माँ। यूं तो मैं दिखलाता नहीं, तेरी परवाह करता हूँ मैं माँ। तुझे सब है पता है ना माँ, तुझे सब है पता मेरी माँ। भीड़ में यूं न छोड़ो मुझे, घर लौट के भी आना पाऊंगा। भेजना इतना दूर मुझको तू, याद भी तुझको आना पाऊंगा। क्या इतना बुरा हूँ मैं माँ, क्या इतना बुरा मेरी माँ।
At this time, please welcome to the floor Neil's friends. Let's make some noise for Kishan, Kanaya, and Ravi.
Hello. Hello. Before I introduce myself, I'm going to say a total neutral, unbiased statement. Neil side, y'all look good, man. Let's go. Yeah, Shreya's like, yeah, stop. For the brides that don't know me, I'm Neil's brother. By the way, I suck at speeches. We know, yeah, we know. I have known Shreya for a while now, but I think a lot of us here, especially the groomsmen, shared their first experience with Neil and Shreya. I can't go too much into detail that night, but I will say, I don't think a single person here can hold their breath longer than those two. You think they're swimmers at this point. After months of them dating, me and Neil go out one night after dinner. It was like Saturday at 10 p.m. For all our mothers, we go to sleep at 10 p.m. on the weekends. I don't know what these guys were saying at some heat night. We don't go out. We don't drink. We definitely don't do bottle service. No idea what that is. I asked Neil that night, is Shreya the one for you? He goes, yes. I'm like, okay. I didn't know Shreya at that point. I tell him, name 3 things that are great about Shreya. He goes, 1, 2, 3. Bam, bam, bam. I'm like, okay, that makes sense. Then he keeps going. Shreya does this, Shreya's like that. 10 minutes later, he keeps going. 30 minutes later, he keeps going. 1 hour later, he keeps going. At that point, I fall asleep. I wake up. I still hear him talking. I wake up. I look at my watch. It's 8 a.m. 8 hours later, he's still talking about Shreya. So obviously, settling down comes with noticeable changes. 3 things, not all good, came about. Before Shreya, I would come to Chicago all the time. I would stay at Neil's house. I would walk in. There would be water bottles everywhere, condiment bottles everywhere, with no tops.
This guy can never close anything. However much we told him, he would never listen. Fast forward 1 year, I stay at Neil and Shreya's place. I walk in completely shocked. There's not a single water bottle, single condiment anywhere. It's either Shreya changed him or Shreya doesn't allow him to drink water. I have no idea. No idea. Another change. Neil's a handyman now. I would never know. Before Shreya, he would call the guy. After Shreya, I guess he forgot to call the guy. On Mandy night on Wednesday, he was literally fixing the house, doing everything possible. We literally spent 4 hours cleaning this one little dirty spot on the driveway. We were literally pressure washing for 4 hours to get one spot out of the sidewalk. 20 times, the person that he came out, just yelling at him, get ready, everybody's coming. He would not listen. He was adamant to get that one spot out. Finally, he gave up. So we go back inside. Then we go in the garage. He then started changing light bulbs. He can pressure wash, he can change light bulbs now. I'm completely shocked. So finally, we do that. Then we both go get ready. So I get out of the shower. I literally go to the right, I look, he's literally changing a whole light socket on his Mandy night. He's playing with wires, has his gloves on. I'm like, my guy's an electrician, let's go. I don't know if Shreya did this, I have no idea, but this guy can do anything. Final change, and this final change was not for the best. So one day I was in Chicago one weekend on a Friday. So apparently Neil and Shreya do their Friday Starbucks runs. So I was there working from home, and Neil and Shreya asked me what I want from Starbucks. I tell them. So Neil's on the couch, inputting the Starbucks order. So literally, I'm just watching him put the Starbucks order. I'm working, watching him. This guy literally jumps up with so much excitement and runs to Shreya. I thought he either won the lottery, I thought he closed the loan. I have no idea at this point. I hear them. He goes to the bathroom where Shreya's at, and I quote on the Starbucks app, "Baby, I got Starbucks rewards." Literally, I'm not joking. I'm like, Shreya, what have you done? Shreya, I never thought you would find someone that would make you more happier than me. But I wish you guys the most success and happiness in the world.
Hey everyone, my name is Keishan. I can honestly say those are the most words Kananga has ever said in public in the last 33 years of our lives. Neil, Kananga, Ravi, and I have been super close since an early age. We usually live hundreds of miles apart. We made sure to make it a priority to stay close to each other. As we got older, I was the lucky one to graduate into the role of the bossy older brother, as they constantly remind me of, while Neil graduated into the role of the youngest brother. One of the fondest memories I had was a trip to Chicago right after college. We were planning out our night ahead when Friends was playing in the background. It was the episode with the red sweater where everyone was trying to figure out who Rachel's baby daddy was. Everyone on the show figured out it was Ross, with the exception of Joey a few minutes later. All of us except Neil laughed, who then took a couple more minutes to figure out it was Ross, and then we all laughed at him. As I look back at my relationship with Neil, I realized he was our little joker. Always fun, lighthearted, looking for a good time. Just like Joey, he was also the kindest, most loyal brother who you could always count on the drop of the hat. Over the years, we got to hang out all together over weddings, conventions, parties. As we all know, Indians love their drama. For a while, we could always count on Neil being in the middle of said drama. DSL, muffin top, I could keep going. But to his luck, his older brothers always had his back. We had a chance to become even closer when I stayed with Neil for a month after he moved to Chicago. This is when his self-proclaimed title, King of Chicago, took off. Neil never found a table that he didn't want, much to Ravi's chagrin. We could always count on a fun few days in Chicago because we knew Neil would deliver as he always did. Kanae and I had always planned to celebrate our 30th birthday grandly, but it wasn't meant to be with us in the middle of the COVID lockdown rules. But that didn't deter Neil. He still planned out the most fun weekend with all the rules, and we had a blast celebrating our birthdays together. Once again, Neil delivered for us. Roughly a year after that trip, I met Shreya for the first time during Neil's birthday in Toronto. I can immediately notice a difference in Neil. He was more calm, relaxed, and happy. I have got to know Shreya a little better over the last 2 years and know my little brother's in good hands. She's sweet, caring, and definitely more stylish than Neil. Sorry, Neil. I end with wishing both of you the best as you continue with your journey together. But don't forget, Shreya, we will always be looking out for our little brother.
Hi everyone, I'm Ravi. I've had the pleasure of knowing Neil for several years now. Back when he was this quiet little antisocial kid with these nerdy little glasses. A lot's changed, hasn't it? For those of you that don't know, I was Neil's last roommate before he met Shreya. So I've learned a few things about his habits along the way. And Shreya, I wanted to give you a bit of advice now that he's officially yours. Calm him down on his impulse purchases. He once wanted to buy a $1,500 coffee table for our apartment just because it had a fridge in it. Which, it seems pretty cool at first, but our fridge was literally 3 steps away. As you know, he ended up buying the nightstand version of it. We won't even talk about the drone that he had and how he used it, the endless monitors and lights, and his thirst for gold-colored everything. Kanae and I, we should have collaborated on this because we got to make sure that every cap is closed around Neil, and as you have learned, but I can't tell you the amount of times I've tried to put a bottle or a jar away and open the fridge, and stuff just flies everywhere. Just because he can't put a cap or screw it on all the way. And number 3, don't be surprised if he cries more than you. We know Neil likes to take the lead, but don't fully expect him to be the strong one if you cry, because chances are he's crying too. That's right, guys, our boy's a crier. Neil, what can I say that hasn't already been said over the past 7 speeches now? You're the epitome of loyalty, selflessness, and determination. We've been through countless adventures together, and although some of our endeavors may have tested our boundaries, they've only strengthened our bond. And to the radiant bride, Shreya, you're a vision of beauty tonight. Your infectious smile perfectly complements Neil's unwavering optimism, creating a harmony that warms our hearts. You have allowed him to soar to new heights, and we're forever grateful for the love and care that you bring to his life. Congratulations, guys.
I didn't tell that. Thank you so much. At this time, please welcome Shreya's siblings to the floor. Let's make some noise for Drew and Ripple.
Good evening, everyone. For those of you that don't know me, I'm Ripple. I'm Shreya's favorite sister.
You're Shreya's only sister.
Yeah, exactly.
For those of you that don't know us, we're Shreya's siblings. We want to thank all of you for coming and celebrating Shreya and Neil this weekend.
At this point, you all are probably expecting to hear some embarrassing stories about Shreya. But I think I'll skip that because, well, to be honest, Shreya still scares me.
Shreya, we were trying to think about what we should talk in this speech, and we were coming to a blank. At Ripple's wedding, it was easy because we gave a classic roast of Ripple, but you're a little bit harder. Maybe because you're the middle child, we sometimes forget that you're around. Did you guys know that Shreya actually has no baby pictures because my parents were hoping that she was a boy and that she was a girl? Well, Shreya still never lets my parents forget about that. Well, Shreya, we know we have a lot of stories growing up where we used to play super dumb games, like in the backyard where I used to push you around in a swivel chair, where we used to play this game called Flash Flood. I'll spare you guys the details. But one funny story, I recently came across an old Facebook post. Remember when we used to make Facebook statuses? I had made a post about a time when Ripple was driving and she had gotten pulled over for speeding. Also, me and Ripple had been using a shared notes to create this speech, but I decided to save this one to add a little bit later so Ripple doesn't veto it. But Ripple had gotten pulled over for speeding and the cop was a female. Ripple had said if it was a male, she would have been able to talk her way out of it. Shreya responded by saying, you know you have to be good looking for that, right? Well, Shreya has a couple of good jokes in her, and most of our childhood was picking on Ripple. Shreya and I used to have this phrase where we always used to say, Dhruv and Shreya against the world. Anytime we used to open up anything that seemed like it tasted funny or potentially poison, we would always say we would sue them for everything that they're worth in the event that we died. I hope that the offer still stands, and it's still Dhruv and Shreya against the world. But we know that we have to include Ripple as well, because neither of us put each other as our emergency contact, but we both put Ripple. Well, maybe Neil now for you.
Now, let's talk about when Neil came into the picture. I'll share the story of when Shreya first introduced Neil to me. One weekend, Shreya invited Rohan and I over to her place to have drinks and meet him. When we got to her place, she said it's his birthday weekend, so she wanted to bake him a cake. When she said that, I thought to myself, wow, she must really like this guy because she's spending time in the kitchen and trying to impress him. Well, when the cake was done, it was an epic fail because it came out as pudding. So, Neil, it's safe to say I see a lot of salads in your future because we all know how much Shreya loves her salads.
Neil, it's been great getting to know you. We all know that you love to have a good time, but at the same time, we know that you're dependable, and for a lack of a better word, we know you get shit done. Though I do think you have a little bit too much trust in your Tesla autopilot, as me and Shreya experienced when you almost ran into a bunch of poles. But, you know, I do have trust that you and Shreya have a bright future ahead of you. It already feels like you're part of the family, but glad to officially welcome you, and we're pumped to have you join all of us.
So where do I start to describe Neil? He's well-dressed, funny, charismatic, intelligent, handsome. Neil, I think you have some typos in what you sent me to say tonight. But honestly, Neil, we know you're going to be a great husband to Shreya, and I knew that from day one. You've always been friendly and easygoing with everyone in our family, and now a great masa to Remy, or Remington as you'd like to say. We know you'll take care of her at all times, and I would like to happily say, welcome to our family.
At this time, I'd like to invite to the floor the bridal party. Let's make some noise for the groomsmen and the bridesmaids.
तेरी मन है कैसे मैं कहूँ और दिल का ज़मान है
में होके मलंग जग की कोई रीत न जाने मैं तो बस तेरे हुई दीवानी मिला जो संग तेरा उड़ा पतंग मेरा हवा में होके मलंग मैं छुड़ाए गवार मेरा मुखड़ा तू ही है संसार मेरा मुखड़ा ये पागल सा है प्यार मेरा मुखड़ा मैं छुड़ाए गवार मेरा
मैं तेरी आंखों में उदासी कभी देख सकता नहीं तुझे खुश मैं रखूंगा सोनिया मैं तेरे होठों पे खामोशी कभी देख सकता नहीं सारी बातें मैं सुनूंगा सोनिया Don't let the sun come up if I can't leave with your love Don't go when the nights stay young I need you near मेरी जान तूने मुझको पागल है किया मेरा लगता ना जिया तेरे बगैर Yeah, this is how it starts Your body in my arms Running right through my veins All the way to my heart तू मान मेरी जान मैं तुझे जाने ना दूंगा मैं तुझको अपनी आंखों में बसा के रखूंगा
Why you gotta fight with me at Cheesecake? You know I love to go there. Say I'm acting light skin, I can't take you nowhere. This a place for families and drive Camrys and go to Disney.
हाइट है इस कैरेक्टर पैंट टाइट है पुत्र वैसे वाले डैड का हर दिन तेरा फ्राइडे नाइट है चल दिखा जरा जो तेरा डांस मूव है काहे का एटीट्यूड है स्वैग की झूठ मूठ है खुद पे आप मेरे लेफ्ट राइट सुनते ने जैसे लाख फलाना ठुमका 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 शो मी दैट ठुमका Show me that
Thank you so much. At this time, I'd like to welcome a speech by Shreya's parents. Please welcome to the floor, Babu and Madhu Patel.
Hello everyone. Are you guys ready for the celebrate this tonight? Thank you for coming to celebrate to our daughter and now son Neil. Guests have traveled from Atlanta, California, Tennessee, Michigan, Ohio and Canada all over to celebrate special night. I am grateful for my entire family support I have received throughout the entire weekend to put this event together. Shreya, you have grown to be such a strong, independent woman, and I am very proud of you. I know you are in great hands with the Neil, and I cannot wait to see you both grow in the future. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you. At this time, I'd like to invite Neil's mother and sister for a speech. Please welcome Hinal and Bersha to the floor.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Hinal, Neil's younger sister, and one who is immensely happy to be here today to celebrate my brother's wedding to my now sister, Shreya. With that, I want to congratulate Neil and Shreya on officially being married, a monumental milestone in your journey of life. And speaking of life's journey, Neil and I, growing up, often played a board game called The Game of Life. This game, for those of you that don't know, simulates a person's journey through life from early adulthood to retirement, through college, jobs, marriage, and possible children along the way. So from playing this game to seeing us live through those big milestones so far has been amazing. And I truly look forward to what life brings for the both of you. I would also like to congratulate my parents on putting together not only one, but 2 weddings this year. 2023 has probably been their most special year yet and a dream come true, especially for Mom, because Neil and I got married and she finally got rid of us. But actually though, I think she's happier to have gotten rid of Neil more, and here's why. A lot of people think that between a daughter and a son, usually sons are more chill, less emotional, less high maintenance, and generally easier child to take care of. But let me confirm that that was not the case here, and I think after sharing a couple of memories, you might just agree with me. When I was about 4 and Neil about 6, he convinced me that it would be a great little art project to cut up the back of my parents' couch. And let's just say that our parents not only found their couch cut up, but also little Hinal with chunks of hair missing. Another memorable incident happened at Buddha Mama's Motel in South Haven, where Neil dared me to drive a golf cart with golf brakes. This golf cart was fully loaded with me driving, Neil on the passenger seat with then little Kushi on his lap, Chotumotu and Kushi in the back seat. And I was driving fine with the brakes, by the way, until Neil goaded me into accelerating max speed, which ended up with everybody flying off the cart. But I was okay, so that's all that matters. Suffice it to say, growing up with Neil has been an adventure, to say the least, but I wouldn't have traded it for the world. Neil's goal as an older brother was to always protect me and to teach me how to be tougher, which is funny because that only left him soft and emotional. But although you are teased for being emotional, it is your best quality because it shows that you're emotionally intelligent and capable of being a strong and supportive partner for Shreya. Above all, thank you for always being a protective and generous older brother. I love you and I wish that all of your wild dreams come true, no matter how audacious they are. So, a little about how I first met Shreya. We were in Greece for my mom's 50th birthday, and Neil was caught buying female jewelry for an anonymous source. Of course, the curious Hino had to investigate, which didn't take much effort because Neil really sucks at keeping secrets. And in all seriousness, as I got to know Shreya more, I've learned that she's kind and intelligent, but also very disciplined. I mean, she got Neil to be an early riser, which was something I thought would never happen. She's the one who can finally keep him in line, so I'd say, Shreya, you've really brought out the best of Neil. I've learned that not only do you compliment Neil's emotional and impulsive side, but some of you may have noticed that Shreya and Neil's outfits always match. Shreya picks out her outfit every morning, and then Neil matches the color and the style that she wears. And it's really actually the sweetest thing that I've seen and really unique to you both. And I hope that Neil is able to continue that gesture throughout your life in more ways than just appearance. But it isn't only the way that both of you match your outfits. I've learned that you both were perfect for each other when a few months back when in Michigan, Neil, Shreya, Jay, and I played the game of life together. Watching us move through the board was very informative. I really witnessed how Neil and Shreya supported each other through the lows and the highs of each play and life event. Just as I see that you two will support each other in your marriage. I truly hope that you both get from life what you wish, and just like playing the game of life, I can't wait to see how your journey unfolds. So congratulations once again. I love you both so much. Thank you.
Good evening, friends and family. On behalf of Raju and I, we want to take this time to thank everyone for being here tonight. Your presence means so much to us. We also want to thank Babubai and Madhuben for raising such a wonderful and kind daughter. I could not be more grateful, and I'm very proud to call her my daughter now. Shreya, welcome to our family. Neil, I don't know where to start, but when you were a baby, you used to cry entire night. I had to hold you and walk around to get you to stop crying. But when you didn't, I had to take you to emergency room. And when we get there, you would immediately start playing just seeing the bright lights. From then I knew he loved bright and fleshy things. When it was time to send him for babysitting, nobody wanted to do babysitting because he was such a troublemaker. But today, I can say I'm very proud of you, Neil. I love you more than you know. Everyone knows you are my ladlo. That's what they call me. This is because you always choose others before you. You are very kind and sensitive and always take good cares of and respect the woman. Which is why I know you will keep Shreya happy. If I cry, he cries. If I'm sad, he's sad. If dad is sick, he guides me and helps us both. Shreya, Today I'm gaining one more daughter. Hinal always want to have a sister, so you are also her wish come true. I promise you, Shreya, that I will see you as my own daughter and I will be always by your side. So today, now that you are both married, I want to give you both some advice. Marriage is not 50-50 relationship. It is 100-100. For your relation to grow and prosper, you will both need to always give it your all. So with that, may you continue love, grow, laugh together from this day forward. Dad and I wish you both all the happiness that life has to offer, and please know our love is with you both all the time. We will always be there anytime you need us. Last not the long but least, I want to thank Sangeeta, Ila, Ini, and my brothers and their family, Babis, Nadesbai, Kartiben, all your support and help, not just with the wedding, but everything. Once again, congratulations and thank you. Thank you all.
Last but not least, the couple of the night. Please welcome Neil and Shreya on the floor for their speech.
How's everyone doing tonight? I hope you guys enjoyed the performances and the speeches. It was a long time coming, but we're finally married. And we are so thankful for everyone for coming out tonight and for the whole wedding events and all the days that everybody came. We would like to thank all the vendors and all the family members for making this day happen, or these couple days happen. And you know, we love everybody that came here today, and I hope you guys have a good night tonight, because we definitely will, right? All right, let's go!
तू होगी 1 to 2 ओ कुड़िए what to do ओ हो गई मुंडे दी पतंगा वर्गी तू एवें उड़दी ओ हो गई मुंडे दी हिला ते चलदी टुक टुक तू करदी मेकअप तू करदी
बाजारी जब हुस्न दिखाने जाएगी, होश उड़ाने वाली शौक नजर के जो पेच लड़ाने जाएगी। हर बार के इतना से बढ़ के तेज हवा से बच के रहना, गिर जाए तो फिर ना कहना झुमका गिरा दे। झुमका, ओए झुमका, हाय झुमका झुमका, what झुमका? What झुमका? What झुमका? धीरे बन जाए ना कोई कहानी, दिल बन है दिल है दिल
कुछ भी पहले ही दे दू वार्निंग पार्टी चलेगी till 6 in the morning जी भर के नाच ले बेबी नाच नाच के तोड़ दे सैंडल आंटी पुलिस बुलाने पूरा लंदन चमकेगा पूरा लंदन चमकेगा
It's the time to disco. It's the time to disco. Don't be late for the floor. It's the time to disco. It's the time to disco. It's the time to disco. Don't be late for the floor. It's the time to disco. बनने लगा देखो तो हसीना तो आना भी करीना तो मेरे को कभी मेरे चढ़ने लगा थोड़ा हार्ड सा होके थोड़ा जेंटल सा होके थोड़ा सेंटी सा होके थोड़ा मेंटल सा होके सारे 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 It's not your Con toda la mina, que se fue conmigo.